In this video, we will be reviewing the Household Income Eligibility Statement, HIES, and the Participant Enrollment Form. Both forms are required to be completed each year. Let's start with determining eligibility. Child care institutions claiming meal reimbursement are required to complete a series of tasks to determine eligibility of their participants. This is why we have household income eligibility forms. The first step is to distribute the Dear Parent or Guardian letter, the Household Income Eligibility Statement, HIES, and the instructions for parents or guardians to the families in your facility. You can find these forms on our MDE-CA-CFP website under Forms and Instructions for Independent Centers and Sponsors of Centers. If you reach out to the MDE office, or find the forms on the MEGS Plus application, you can download the Microsoft Word version and change these forms to have the name of your center, telephone number, and your address. One of these forms must be filled out for each household with participants in your care. If participant meals are claimed at the Category C reimbursement rate, paid, then a HIES form is not needed. Head Start programs, at-risk after-school programs, and emergency shelters are not required to complete these forms. Once you've received the household income eligibility statements back from the families, review the form for completeness to determine the reimbursement category. They can fall into one of three categories: Category A, free; Category B, reduced; and Category C, paid. So let's take a look at the household income eligibility statement so we know how to read it and organize our families into these three categories. Part 1 addresses the first way of qualifying for free meals. If any member of the household is in programs such as the Food Assistance Program, FAP, Family Independence Program, FIP, or Food Distribution Programs on Indian Reservations, FDPIR, these participants are categorically eligible for free meals. They will put their name and case number here. Income information is not required in Part 2 for categorical eligibility and can be left blank, but the full names of the children enrolled in care, age, and date of birth are to be listed. These names are cross-referenced with the enrollment form. For the second way to determine eligibility, we'll be looking at the number of people in household and their combined income. For income eligibility, Part 1 is left blank. In Part 2, all the members of the household are listed, along with information about working income, money received from welfare, child support or alimony, and money received from other sources. Make sure to include the names of kids in the household with their full names, ages, and birth dates. Part 3 is a signature and the last 4 digits of the Social Security number from an adult in the household. And finally, at the bottom, under For Institution Use Only, we can calculate household eligibility. Count the total household members. Add up the total income and include frequency. Now we move to the Approved Category box, and we use our Income Eligibility Guidelines chart to see if this household is eligible for free or reduced priced meals. We can find the total members in the household and follow it across to our income at the indicated frequency. If household members are paid at different frequencies than annually, then the income must be annualized, multiplying a weekly income by 52, a bi-weekly income by 26, a twice-a-month income by 24, or a monthly income by 12. If the annual income of the family is below this number, in our example it is, the family has qualified for Category A, which means free meals, and we will circle that in the Approved Category box. If the income were to be a bit higher, we would see that they don't qualify for free meals at this income level, but they are still available for reduced price meals, Category B. Finally, if the income numbers are too high, we'd see that the household qualifies for paid meals, Category C, the lowest rate of reimbursement. Once you finish this process, the HIES form is good for 1 year and must be kept for record-keeping purposes for 3 additional years. Now let's review the participant enrollment form. Remember to put your institution's name, address, and phone number at the top of the page. Even more, we encourage you to make these forms your own. So if your center does not operate on certain weekdays listed, you can simply remove them. And if you have a set time for your program, you can enter that into the times in your care. Next, families will fill out the names, days in care, times in care, meals and snacks received, ethnicity, and race. An adult from the family will put their address, phone number, signature, and date on the bottom of the form. The center and sponsor needs to review both forms for completeness and return the form to the parent or guardian if information is missing or unclear. If you have questions, you can visit the CACFP website, michigan.gov/CACFP, or contact the program office at 517-241-5353. By properly completing these forms each year, we ensure that we are serving families in our communities to the best of our abilities.